introduce as a new parent, how do you feel to become
Right.
this, to enter in new world of parenthood?
Correct. So first of all, for me especially, like we got married quite early, basically, as compared to today's timeline of marriages. But yes, so first of all, like we got married early, and now that we have become
Okay,
a
tell
parent
me your age when you got married. Tell me age.
at the age
Uh,
of, I was 24 and a half, and she was 23 and a half.
so I think it's right the age of
Yes.
marriage. You cannot say early.
Yeah, like as compared to today's timeline, I might say like as compared to our companions, our friends, it was
Colleagues.
quite early.
That
Okay.
time we are just we are done with bachelor's and we are pursuing masters. Still
Yes.
we
Okay. Okay.
get married. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the
Yes.
thing is, right now we took our time, we enjoyed our married life quite a lot, and then we, like when we were settled, now we have financial freedom also that we can grow up a kid. Then we decided to plan a baby, and yes, definitely I didn't took much long. Like people say, go to 35, get stable, and then plan a baby. What's trending right now? We definitely, I'm not that person. Yes, I took a little time to get a little bit financially strong, a little bit. We don't need, because as we all know, a kid doesn't require much of things in early 1, 2 years. We don't need much of money and all to grow up a kid in early phases. So a little bit financial strongness I built, and then we took a chance. And definitely, yes. Now, to introduce as a new parent, it's something sometimes I like early in the first month, it was quite difficult. Like, difficult as in the feeling was very great, but sometimes it was like, oh my God, I have become a parent now. So that was the feeling. It was overwhelming, definitely. But I am very proud to tell this to everyone. Yes, now I am a parent. She was like,
Okay.
she was so excited. She was crying out of joy and everything. So, yes.
Yes. Of course. Yes, Madhura. I want to hear you also. How do you feel?
First 2 months was difficult, but difficult as we both, my kid and me, both were adjusting ourselves. She was in
Hmm.
new atmosphere, I was a new mom. So everything from feeding, from like the changing of diaper, everything was new for us. So
Yes.
first 2 months was tricky, but now yes, this is awesome feeling.
Okay. 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 Tell me about what is the effective parenting skill? Means how we can say that, okay, you need to, be effective in terms of, offering that nourishment, nutrition to your child as a
Right.
mother, as a father. What is
Right.
the role, both of you, yours
In
role?
this case, he is very supportive. Like whenever I have clients, I'm doing online practice now. So whenever I have client calls, I just told him that is tomorrow and that time I have appointment. So he reserved that time for baby. So he take care of her and I attend that meeting.
And similarly, as most of time I am in clinic practicing, the rest of the things, like most of the time she is with her mom, my kid, she is with her mom. So definitely I sometimes feel, oh my God, I am not giving enough time. But then whenever I am home, I definitely try to get most of the time with her. I spend a lot of time. And that's the thing I would say as effective parenting, that we should nurture, give time to the kids, because whatever foundation we will create now, that will be the like base for their whole of the growing phase. So definitely I would say that whatever we behave, definitely that imparts a lot right from the pregnancy phase, and even after delivery, whatever we behave, however we talk, what do we see, we say, plus how much time do we give. Now this I have experienced recently, that if we both are talking and she is just in front, she just start calling us by giving shouts and something like talk with me. So even a kid of just a few months age, they definitely know that they want to get taught, right?
Okay.
So
They
that's the
want to listen
basic.
to you. Means they want, somebody to be there and just
Yes,
having
yes,
chat, right?
yes, definitely, definitely.
Mm. Yes.
So I would say
So you
that
said, huh,
the few things that from my side, that we should be definitely connecting with them continuously. We should not like get uninvolved parents. That's the first thing. Like we should be continuously involved, giving our time to the kids first of all, and that too a productive one, not just sitting with them, but talking with them, like playing with them, whatever it might be. So that's the thing. And secondly, what I think effective parenting is, whatever we do right now, it's going to show the results when we grow as an adult. And I would say proudly, I am very lucky to have my father and mother as my parents, because
as a
I know what I
as an
have been.
icon, icon in
Yes,
front of you, right? Ideal.
definitely,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah, so everybody is a human being and they have some like some, I would say, some things that might not relate with you. Like even if it's our mother and father, but some ideas we don't match, and that's fine because every person is different, and that's why there can be some differences in the thought process also. But my father always made me understand that this is like that, this is like that, and definitely I find them as a very nice role model as a parent, and we would definitely look forward to be like them. Plus, add a lot of more positive points what we are learning, like from perspective of today's era.
Mm-hmm.
Even you talk
So
about
you said, huh,
nourishment,
huh, huh, huh,
nourishment also.
huh.
Okay, so when I realize that my baby is getting food from me, then automatically that feeling comes. We have to take only healthy food. Uh, just like after delivery, when baby is on exclusively breastfeeding, then we have various restrictions like not having very much spicy food,
Junk food.
junk food, and all those things. So automatically this feeling comes that is if my baby is on depend on me, then I have to restrict these things.
Yeah. Yeah. And how this course has helped you to, go with this effective parenting? Means you now I know very well you did course, but even Aditya was almost, there with you all the time. So he might also have been seeing those, recording or video, whatever it is, if
Right.
he has seen. So how this course has helped you, prenatal course, for in your this parenting journey and pregnancy journey? Yes.
Yes. Uh, I have some ideas, but there was in our course there was a detailed information. So sometimes all the times I was discussing with him or that today I learned these things, especially that matruj bhav, pitruj bhav, that thing.
Factors.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
yes. Every time they also give some inputs, and it helps a lot.
Yeah, so
Mm,
basically she was always discussing with me, my father, that today I learned this thing.
mm,
So yeah, definitely we used to discuss about Ayurveda and all, but this type of courses which you are providing, they give a lot of detailed information what a woman should definitely learn. So what I would say is that even if it's like someone is not a mother or not a pregnant woman, they should also definitely the course, because it won't go waste. It's always going to enlighten a woman, and definitely she would enlighten her husband in future about all these things. So definitely the course was a wonderful one. The syllabus, the curriculum, everything was just great.
Obviously, this course is not only meant for women, mother. It also
Right.
meant for a aunt or mommy, all the relation which
yeah, huh, huh.
woman provides.
Ha, correct. So the parenting involves a lot of people in family.
Yes.
So all the people, even if they are not pregnant or they are not, thinking of having baby, but still you should know all about your body, reproductive
Correct.
organ, and the
Correct.
whole way of how the child gets birth and how life evolves, all
Exactly.
starting from the womb. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
let us come back because now you both are here. So I would like to ask you, is there any conflict between both of you? I don't see, but I
No,
know that there are some in
definitely,
between
definitely.
conflicts are there between husband and wife while handling this child, and when you are completely new in this. So
Yes.
how you manage to
Yes.
handle, and is there any conflict?
Yes, there are sometimes definitely no relationship is without conflicts. Like it would be a like dream come true, but that won't happen because we are both different people, different persons, so we have different thought process. But yes, when it comes to a kid, and definitely at some moment, sometimes there is some conflict that to start with this, to start with that, whether which food to give first or like what to do, what to wear, even which clothes will be more suitable and all, even that matters a lot. So small conflicts happen, but then the main result, what we make out of the conflict is that let's discuss pros and cons. So we decide what's rather than putting our ideas into that, that we should do this and that, we discuss that what's good for the baby, let's do that. That's the main thing. So finally, we come to a conclusion, we discuss and we decide rather than putting my idea and your idea, let's combine, let's decide what's better for her and let's do that. That's the thing. That's how we rule out the conflict.
Okay, how you give this credit to yoga because you are also in yoga, you
Yes.
are also doing so
Yes.
many courses,
It
conducting
helps to
courses on
control temper.
pranayama.
Yes.
How this yoga
She said,
helps? Huh?
she
Yeah, she
said
said macro level.
She said it helped to control the temper. She was talking about me. So
Okay.
I I was a very short-tempered person. Like even I get angry sometimes now, but it has reduced to a drastically level. And definitely I give all the credit to yoga because usually when I get angry is when something I expect that is right to do and that doesn't happen. Especially like if I tell someone don't eat vada pav, it's not good for you, and still that person it that makes me more angry. Like I don't get angry
You're
as it
pitta
is.
predominant person. You're pitta predominant person.
Yes, but yoga helped me a lot in basically controlling this temper and other emotions. Since I'm practicing it from long time, I know like I cannot tell it how much it was, but yes, the temperament was very high few years back until I was not practicing yoga, and after starting it, it definitely changed a lot. It definitely did.
And I'm so happy to see, you are also providing this pranayama course and
Yes,
Ayurveda nutrition course. So this literally, when you go through your own personal journey, you get a lot
yes,
of keys
yes.
to, share with the people. And that's how we come up with these services. So I'm so proud to see all your progress and
Thank you so much.
happy that, okay, there is, even if you are, in Jalgaon, but you are reaching across the world and all the best for that in your future
Thank you so much.
journey. Um,
I,
okay,
I would
so
add
how do
something
you?
in
Yes.
this. I was heard that postpartum depression is there. There was some clients of mine to whom I support. Okay, everything will be okay. Take your time. This will happen. But when I was in that phase, it also happened with me also. That time,
Mhm.
conflict was there that I
Mhm.
have gaining so much weight. Giving birth only affects to me. In the middle time, I determined that I will lose the weight in moderately. So, as I was feeding in night also, there was not a complete time of sleep. So as I eat, I get time. So there was no time to do exercise also. So I was complaining, I'm not getting time to do anything, and my figure is not that good. So he helps me. Okay, no problem. So he took a treadmill to help me out. So this kind of things, which are good for conflict, which help
Yes, yes.
resolve the conflict.
Yes, 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 definitely. Thank you, Madhura, for sharing this. This is very important point which you shared, because many people do not want to come out of those things which are going inside and
Yes,
side
yes,
by, your motherhood. You have your babies, everybody is loving baby, but you are so beautiful. As a woman, we always love to be beautiful and we always love to be in figures and all that. But then after having kid, then you have a little bit, guilt over that body, how it is,
exactly.
weight is
And it
increasing
irritates her.
and it irritates also. Yes, please share all those emotion, whatever you felt, so that we can.
Exactly. This time was of winter, so I was not supposed to go outside as I will catch a cold and it will again affect baby. So that time, what can I do by sitting at home? So it was easy option. So he gives me that.
Yes, you are very lucky to have Aditya in your life. He is so supportive, and
Same.
even same goes to
Yes,
Aditya as well.
yes, definitely, definitely.
Yes. So, okay, let's continue. How you track this whole progress, how you're progressing in your parenthood journey.
Right.
How you track
So,
it? Is there any tracking and
right. So
how
basically,
you
the
can?
best
Yes,
tracker,
please.
what I think is how a baby is responding. Because how the baby responds gives you an idea of how we are behaving with the kid, how we are connecting with the kid. Now, this happened like I experienced when she was at her maternal home, and I was not able to connect more with the kid only on video call and something like that. And definitely, it does. Like how meeting with the kid, talking with the kid again and again affects. That's again a tracker. Like when she came back to home after a few months, first few days, she was getting a little tough time connecting with me. Right, because I was not with her for the few, and even we got those expressions of her that, okay, a little bit of like, okay, you were not talking with me. So that kind of thing also we found. So the thing is, with the behavior of the kid, I guess that's a good tracker for me at least, that I can see if I am doing my best as a parent, that if I am doing the proper things what a parent should do, because my kid is responding happily with me, playing with me. She is like growing properly, all the milestones getting properly developed. Definitely that involves, that says that yes, okay, I am on track and we are doing all right, average or good, whatever it must be.
How old is your kid now?
7 months.
What is the age?
She's 7 months.
7 months.
She's Her name
Okay.
is Yuga.
Okay.
Yes.
And she started doing yoga. She has started earlier only. Madhura sent
Yes.
me that yoga poses, on
Yes,
WhatsApp.
she keeps her leg raised up for even 5 minutes continuously, and so on. So we were also quite like surprised by seeing that.
Yes. She did lot of effort. Actually, Madhura did a lot of things,
Yes,
new
she
things
did.
during her pregnancy. So,
Definitely she did.
yes, now it's just the manifestation. You both people need to just watch
Right.
what's coming in, right? Okay. What are the challenges that we have already spoken that sometimes it takes time to even husband and wife to reconnect themselves, after childbirth because most of the attention that wife gives to baby. So that's how in my book also I have written that concept, me to me concept, where, I think Madhura is doing
Yes.
like this. Yes. So, what do you feel about that? Is that a real experience you also
Yes, oh,
had?
definitely it's a real experience, but even that happened with her too, because it was like
Uh-huh.
the kid is born and I am playing a lot with her, and the time which I was supposed to give her, it got a little less, it was getting shared. So it was not just alone with me that she is giving more and more
Absolutely.
time to her, but it was with me also that I am giving time to her and I'm playing more with her. Like after coming from clinic, I used to talk with her, but now when I come to home, I first, oh, Yuga, how are you and all. So this happened not just with me, that she is giving her time to her, but it happened same with her too. But then we are managing well to get our time together when she is asleep.
Correct. Correct. In my book, I maybe, I have written just through the point of view of women, me
Correct.
to me. I guess,
Correct.
from your view, great to know that even men feels like that, would means new father also feels like that, okay, something is missing, right?
Yes.
So, yes, yes. Okay. So, any tips? I know that now it's been 7 months. You are
Yes.
now parents and you are not that much new now. So,
Correct.
there are a lot of tips you might be having with you. So, would you like to share with those new parents or maybe would be parents?
Right. So first of all, like Ayurveda always recommends, we took a lot of efforts in building our environment inside the body to be ready to produce a very healthy baby, or I would say disease-free baby, no problems and all. So like Ayurveda says, we should start this journey like you have also taught everyone that we should go from the detox process. We should like physical detox, mental detox. We should go with Panchakarma, Garbhasanskar. Like before conception also, we should try to understand these things because like in Ayurveda we have this Rutu Kshetra, Ambubij, and then for men also it's the quality, quantity of the men reproductive cell. So definitely for would-be parents, I would say you can plan this like an investment basically. How you care for your money, it is definitely more than that, right?
Yes.
So it's definitely more than that. And I would say for would-be parents that you go through developing yourself healthy first. You make yourself fit first because whatever your faults like physical deficits or anything might be there, that might be carried forward. And nobody wants their kid to carry forward our own imbalances, right? So for that, I would definitely give a tip like we strictly followed the Panchakarma process before conception. We went through that, and after the delivery, like it's just 7 months, so we are still learning to be a better parent. But yes, what I would say few tips are like yeah, like for me it's difficult to change the diapers. So most of the time she is doing it, but whenever she is not around, I definitely do it. Okay. But yes, it's like I personally agree it. I cannot hide this thing because that's what happens. But the thing is, I don't avoid it. I definitely don't avoid it. Whenever the responsibility is on me, I definitely fulfill it because I have seen a lot of men who says this is not our job, right? This is not our
Yes.
job, or
Yes.
these things are not our job. We'll just come and play a little bit and something like that. But definitely not. It's a combined efforts and definitely like I would say practicing in clinic is lot easier than handling a baby whole day at home
Yes,
because
मधुरा, तुझ्याकडून टिप्स सांग
Yes,
आता.
yes, I would like to add something. Uh, is it okay to talk in Hindi or Marathi?
अरे कुठलंही मी मराठीतून बोलते.
Yes, चालेल.
इंग्लिश
मला
वॉट एव्हर लँग्वेज यू फील हा
मला
कम्फर्टेबल.
नक्कीच सांगायला आवडेल. म्हणजे ज्या गोष्टी मी स्पेसिफिकली सांगते बाळ झाल्यानंतर मला असं वाटतं की मी काही माझ्या मैत्रिणी पाहिल्यात, मी काही माझे क्लायंट्स पाहिलेत आणि माझ्यासोबत पण हे घडलं की मी बाळासोबत पूर्ण वेळ आहे आणि हा दिवसभर बिझी आहे. तो थोडा वेळ आला, खेळला, पुन्हा गेला. माझी एकटीची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आहे का बाळ, असं सगळे म्हणतात की होतं थोडंसं
आवर
फ्रस्ट्रेशन.
पार्टिसिपेट हा.
पण
Hindi,
आता
Hindi.
ओके, थोड़ा बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेशन आ सकता है बट इन माय केस इसकी सुबह क्लासेस होती थी, योगा क्लासेस 6 AM शाम. तो अगर मेरे साथ बेबी जगता है और ये भी जगे रहे तो सुबह ये क्लास नहीं कर पाएंगे. अल्टीमेटली ही इज ऑल्सो डूइंग दिस ऑल दिस स्टफ फॉर अस. सो वी कैन बी समवट कोऑपरेटिव अगर हमने थोड़ा अच्छे से सोचा थोड़ा कामली लिया तो यस हम भी इस फेज में उनको अच्छी हेल्प कर सकते हैं. दे आर विलिंग टू डू बट टाइम डज नॉट अलाउ दैट. अगर वो जगे तो अल्टीमेटली 2-3 दिन कंटिन्यूसली जगने के बाद उनकी तबीयत खराब हो सकती है. सो ऐसे हम एक दूसरे को कोऑपरेट कर सकते हैं. मेरे केस में मैंने स्ट्रिक्टली इनको भी और मेरे सासू माँ को भी बोला था कि आप प्लीज मेरे साथ मत जगो. अगर ऐसे हुआ कि बेबी नहीं सो रहा है, कुछ हुआ, तो मैं खुद आके आपको उठाऊंगी, फिर आप उसको संभालना, मैं सो जाऊंगी. पर
That
तब तक
happened a lot because I had my classes early in the morning at 6 a.m. to conduct, or starting ke kuch din when I was like awake at night, it caused definitely like hyperacidity in me within a week of delivering a baby. तो फिर उसने strictly कहा कि नहीं, you have classes in the morning, you don't stay awake. If I need in emergency anything, I'll wake you up. So she was very cooperative in that. लाइक अगर जिनके पति सुबह काम करने जाते हैं तो अगर 9 बजे जॉब होता है देन देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन स्टेइंग अवे.
Yes, it is customized. Everything is customized.
right.
So, so that's really great, to listen to both of you, whatever you people are, managing, being a new parents, and lot of tips which you have shared. So let's hear some questions, or let's take some questions from our participant. So there is a question, Panchakarma before trying for second baby, how we are going to handle this? So
Yeah, so whether
this is
it's
the question.
like first baby or second baby or third baby, the number of babies doesn't matter, because the thing is, whenever you are doing Panchakarma, it will be better only for whatever offspring is going to come into this world. So the number of deliveries, like अगर सेकेंड बेबी भी है तो आप पंचकर्मा डेफिनेटली कर ही सकते हो. आप बस आपका बॉडी टाइप देख के कौन सा सूट हो रहा है, क्या करना चाहिए, वो एक आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर ही आपको ठीक से बता पाएंगे. बट यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो फॉर पंचकर्मा बिफोर इवन योर सेकेंड बेबी.
Yes, सही बात है. There's another question which is there. How we can stay away from child as the child will be small.
But why do we want to stay away in the first place?
Yes.
Like that's the thing. हाँ, एक काम है अगर if you have some work and you have to go for work or somewhere and like that, then you have to manage. Like अगर मैं कहीं जा रहा हूँ, she will be always there. If she is going somewhere, I'll be there, or her grandmother will be there. Someone should be always around the kid. That's how we can manage, I would say.
Okay. So Panchakarma is a long process. So it's not long process, but there is a systematic way which Ayurved doctor can guide you. Sit. So yes, Aditya, would you like to say something
Yeah,
about it? How Panchakarma can be given?
see, any
Both husband and wife want to do Panchakarma at same
right.
time. What is your guidance?
Right. Now, definitely, like it's not a long process, but like ma'am said, it needs a better analysis and then decide. And that's why, because anything you want good, it takes a little time, right? It's not immediate, whatever we can get. So the thing is, it's just one karma, it will take 7 days, right? And definitely when you try for a second baby, it's not like today you have decided and tomorrow you will start trying, right? Definitely you should give at least a few months time, like 2-3 months, to prepare yourself back to the track before we start trying for conceiving. So I would say 2 महीने तो भी मिनिमम देने चाहिए बिफोर वी स्टार्ट ट्राइंग, सो दैट आपने जो भी खाया हुआ है पिछले कुछ महीने, जो भी खाया हुआ है, आपकी लाइफस्टाइल बुरी थी, आपने जो भी खाया हुआ है अनहेल्दी, वो सब बॉडी से बाहर निकलने के लिए थोड़ा टाइम देना चाहिए. एंड देन वी शुड स्टार्ट फॉर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट बेबी, आई वुड से. एंड पंचकर्मा डेफिनेटली लॉन्ग प्रोसेस नहीं है, बस आपको कुछ दिन देने जरूरी है.
Yes. So Panchakarma yani said it's a 5 actions or 5 medical treatment which we do as a Ayurved doctor, but that also it depends on the person to
Right.
person which is the problem, what is the toxins or what is the excess things present in your body? Is it kapha, means like mucus, or is it pitta, like acidity, or some kind of acid is more, or there is a vata? So in Ayurveda we have these three doshas. So we need to find out, okay, what is more in that, and if that is excess, that is not good for the whole system. So we need to give certain kind of this treatment or therapy, which we call it as a Panchakarma. In that, Vaman Virecha means creating, medicated way of vomiting or purgation, or enema, giving enema. Then nasal way we put some medicine. So that's the way we just do this cleansing, and that really, really not take too much time if you plan well. And it's a throughout the year if you want to go ahead with the conception and healthy parenting later on. So it is advised, at least from my perspective, I definitely tell all the new generation specifically who are looking for having baby, and maybe they are taking late decision for them. So it is must. You should go for at least 1 year of this cleansing process.
Got it.
Throughout a year we have different season, and accordingly you need to go ahead with that particular season, so that even the environment supports you to take out or eliminate that dosha from your
Right.
body. So,
Right.
so yeah, this is the whole little bit, whatever it came in my mind spontaneously, so shared. So please connect to your nearby doctor, Ayurved doctor, or if you need help, if you are staying nearby to Jalgaon, please visit Aditya's hospital or their setup. And if you need online consultation, he is also available online. Madhura is also available since she practices, nutrition, food, and there are so many things they do. I am also available if you need certain kind of, specific therapy for conception and education, everything. So we are just one click away, or just DM us, and we will definitely help you out. Okay, so my last question to both of you. Nowadays, since everything has become artificial, AI is now the trending word, artificial intelligence. And that artificial way of even having baby is now already there in the market, There is no need of natural womb, or I can say now there is no need of even having wife. You can have your child
Right.
without wife. Machine is already there. So,
Correct.
what is your view on this, parenting in the future?
Right. Now the thing is, कितना भी मोबाइल फोन आ जाए, बट जो स्लेट पेंसिल पे लिखने की मजा है, जो उस पे करने की चीज है, वो अलग है. Right? We are getting the benefit of artificial intelligence, but I would say that we should not forget the roots. Like for basically future parents who are going to come, naturally we must definitely try at the first place, right? So naturally अगर नहीं होता है, then I would say कि अगर सारी ट्रीटमेंट सब करने के बाद if you are facing any trouble, then only we should look forward to the this type of therapy or like artificial wombs or anything like that. Otherwise, yeah, because lifestyle is getting worse and worse day by day of the generations and people, and that's why these problems are going to come in nearby future, and that's why these things are developed, because we know that whenever there is need of something, only then the invention or discovery happens, right? So because people were not able to conceive naturally because of unhealthy lifestyle, these things developed, right? And still, the first preference, what I would say, is to naturally conceive and then deliver a baby. That helps to connect more, I would say. I don't know how much relevant that is, but that's what I feel, that जो आपका खुद का है, you can definitely connect more with it. खुद का means definitely the artificial one will be also yours, but इसमें आपने बहुत efforts डाले हैं, जो आपने naturally conceive किया है. You have put a lot of efforts, lot of time, lot of investment, and then of health. I am talking about investment as in, and then you have got a product, such a beautiful product of conception. So definitely, naturally, I would prefer, but in the future generation, this is going to happen, like you said. कि आगे जाके ये सारी चीजें और बढ़ने वाली है, because of the fact people will not be able to conceive naturally if their lifestyle is not good. So
Yes.
that's what I think.
You are actually means you have catch the point. You know what you said is that how this invention happens.
Right.
This invention happens when there are something which is not happening naturally. That's why artificially
Correct.
people need to create to help
Correct.
the humanity and to help the whole this universe or the
Correct.
life on this planet Earth. Every invention has positivity in it, positive intention behind it. But the
Correct.
user matters. If you are not using that technology in a correct
Correct.
way, it's going to damage you, and even it also spoils the main intention behind
Correct.
that invention.
Correct.
So we all need to definitely, we are so lucky living in this era where everything is just one click away, so much facility is there. Simultaneously, we being in the human body, we have a brain which is doing the work of intelligence analysis, what is good, what is not good. So using this distinctive power of intelligence, natural intelligence, I think you can use this artificial intelligence, and then you can, definitely see how you can go ahead with this conception and being parent in
Right.
future. There is a point what Aditya has said here, that yes, connection, there 100% there might be problem in connection later on if you go ahead with the artificial way of going completely becoming parents.
Correct.
Our suggestion as a Ayurveda doctor, we both, I think Aditya and Madhura also will understood this. To summarize the whole talk, so I'm just saying ki, okay, we can use this technology, but we should be very much positive
Right.
and uh, feel that you don't lose your power, as a human
Correct.
being.
Definitely.
Even artificial intelligence is needed prompt, the person who
Yes.
is giving some instruction. Robot is robot. So there is
Correct.
in Marathi picture, Bandha Reshamache, which I need to, mention here. I don't know how many of you watch a Marathi movie, but in that it has shown that robot is robot, Robot might be 100% correct, whatever
Correct.
it is doing. It will not make mistake like human being, but making mistake is one way to going ahead and
Right.
evolving in your power. So don't worry, don't panic about failure or making mistake or doing something wrong. That's how you get your solution. So that's it. Last message, what you want to give, and then we will conclude. Thank you so much. I feel so good talking with both of you here.
Same here,
Same
ma'am.
Yes,
here, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. So,
yes.
one thing I would like to say is that I'm not that big that I can give lot of messages on parenting right now. But definitely, whatever I am experiencing, I have shared right now. Everybody's experience might be different. That's the main thing.
Mm,
Because every baby is different, every parents are different. But what I would say is get connected, right? We should give enough time and nurture, and most importantly, like we were talking about artificial intelligence, like ma'am said, we are using calculator for calculating even basic things. And nowadays, if we see, some people even don't know the table of 16 and 17. 16-17 का table भी नहीं आता है. So that's
mm.
the,
So power of
yeah,
natural intelligence is
exactly,
losing. We are not using
exactly,
those parts of
exactly.
our brain.
तो ये सारी चीजों को लेकर हो सकता है if this thing is going to happen in future. So what I would say is we should never underestimate our own body. We should always try to keep our body at the fittest optimum level of our capacity. Like we all don't realize what a human's potential is. It's so high, right? But we
So
are not using it.
high, we are
Yes.
not using it. Correct.
So that's the first
Absolutely.
thing, that if like not just for conceiving, but I would say अगर आप खुद को ठीक रखने की कोशिश करेंगे तो अपने आप offspring भी आपका very nice it
Yeah.
would be. So
Yes.
to sum up,
Everything is dependent on each other.
Exactly. So that's the thing. A message would be that we should try to follow a very nice and healthy and loving lifestyle, basically, which would keep ourselves plus our partner healthy. It's not just I need to be healthy. मुझे ठीक रहना है. ये नहीं होना चाहिए. And that's why I was able to see that she was not getting enough time to exercise between all the baby schedule and everything. So I just decided definitely I was able to afford. So I bought a treadmill, and now at least between the way she was taking some time to at least keep herself a little bit active. But people who can't afford, they can just go on the road in the park and walk a little bit until the husband is managing the baby. The thing is, we should be supportive, and most importantly, baby का ध्यान रखते रखते खुद को नहीं भूलना है. That is also very important thing. What I would say.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. Madhura,
Yes.
what do
Yeah.
you say?
ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स भी बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले करते हैं. My baby is very lucky that she is sharing the home where grandparents are there. So एक फर्क पड़
Like
जाता है.
she's trying to say, आजकल nuclear families बहुत है.
Yes, that is what, couple are going through this personal life,
Right.
and they are going away from their parents. But then at the end of the day, when you think of even growing in the career and then getting some domestic help, it becomes so much costlier. And secondly, you can't rely for your baby specifically on somebody
Right.
else.
Right.
So always good to have, those parents around you or some people around you. Yes, Madhura, go ahead. What you're saying.
That's only. ये पूरा कंप्लीट सर्कल बन जाता है. हम सब जब एक दूसरे के मदद के लिए रहते हैं तो एवरीथिंग बिकम वेरी इजी.
So basically, growing a child is a teamwork of a whole family.
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, meanwhile we were discussing, there was question came in this comment box. Sanatan Ista, she says that most millennials are using the artificial method to conceive, specifically in Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, are encouraged out of fear of IVF. What would you say about it?
ओके. तो वही जो हमने कहा कि नेचुरल तरीके से डेफिनेटली पहले कोशिश करनी चाहिए. वी शुड ऑलवेज ट्राई टू टेक लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट्स. 2 साल दीजिए, एंड दैट वुड ओनली हैपन व्हेन यू आर गेटिंग मैरिड एट प्रॉपर टाइम एंड ट्राइंग टू कंसीव एट प्रॉपर टाइम. दैट्स द मेन थिंग. लोग आईवीएफ की तरफ हो जाते कि अभी तो हम 33 के हो गए, अब क्यों ट्राई करते बैठेंगे, लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट टाइम एंड गो फॉर आईवीएफ, राइट. सो द मेन साइकिल स्टार्ट्स एट दिस थॉट प्रोसेस कि उनकी शादी टाइम पे नहीं हो रही. शादी टाइम पे नहीं होती है, उसके बाद में फिर और वो स्टेबिलिटी लाने के चक्कर में और टाइम ले लेते हैं फॉर कंसीविंग, एंड देन उसके बाद फिर प्रॉब्लम्स हो भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी हो सकते हैं, कंसीव नहीं हो रहा है, वॉट एवर इट माइट बी. बट यस, आई वुड से कि एटलीस्ट 27 तक तो शादी हो ही जानी चाहिए. दैट व्हाट आई फील.
के अंदर at least one kid must be there 30 के अंदर.
That's what
If
we
you are
also
doing
thought.
great, at least do.
Yes, that's what
that is
we
what
also thought कि 30 के पहले एक offspring, एक kid हो जाए, and then we can decide for the second one or whatever it is later on. But the thing is, yes. So main thing about this IVF is that you should only go for it when you are very much susceptible for some problems, you have some problems even after trying naturally, then we should go for that. And like I said, अगर बहुत आपको लेट हो चुका है शादी करने के लिए, then you can opt for it after trying naturally. काफी बार तो naturally भी at late age हो सकता है. In that case, like ma'am said earlier, we should definitely go for Panchakarma and everything if you have already out of age. So उसका definitely benefit होगा. And after doing all these things, अगर फिर भी नहीं होता है, then go for the IVF or IUI, whatever.
Yes, there are many people even consulting with me, couple going through this process of, IVF, IUI, whatever artificial method. But I, got to know, while dealing with such a couple, that even first time, there are so many people who are going through this process, they are not getting success,
Right.
immediately,
Correct.
because there is the real problem. What happens, conception need only one thing,
Yes.
that is calm, quiet, and healthy state of mind of both the couple. And like
Correct.
you said, that thought process, it
Yes.
starts in your thoughts. So couple needs to get synchronized in the thought process. They need to start discussing among themselves, discussing with the doctors, related doctors.
Yes.
Take the help of a modern as well as Ayurved doctor, because both doctor have been trained in different pathy. There is
Right.
a different way of dealing with one
Right.
problem. Maybe you can take both the help and also take decision. Okay, what suits you, and then try for at least 1 year, and yes, take right decision on right
Correct.
time. Marriage, having your family, no matter you are thinking about your career, everything that
Right.
is going to be there simultaneously along the side.
That
You
happened with
cannot,
me.
uh,
That happened with me. I got married when I just was doing my internship and was getting like entrance दिया था post graduation का तब शादी हुई थी and along the marriage I was doing my graduation, post graduation and everything, and after that I decided that now we are okay to handle a baby. Then we decided for the baby. So
yes,
yes, like Pam said, simultaneously we can do it.
yes. Don't wait ki you will settle down and then you will think of baby. So that is the biggest mistake today's couple are going doing.
Right.
And then they are, bearing these consequences later on. Difficulty in having conception naturally.
Correct.
So you don't need to pay a lot of, money, because artificially, when you go for it, you have to spend lakhs of money, or
Correct.
maybe thousand if a doctor is giving you a discount. But
Right.
still, it's not worth enough to go ahead with this painful process, especially for women. It's very
Right.
painful process, taking those injections and then side effects and all that. So
Correct.
better all of you please, get awakened and take right decision. We have very wonderful, sharing by Dr. Aditya and Madhura. And I'm lucky to have both of them on this AYG Academy platform today, sharing their experience and thoughts about couple goals for parenting,